Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back in for not another episode, but in fact a new game. I'm mixing it up. I'm kind of, I'm keeping you guys on your toes a little bit here, but I've had a lot of you guys, if that's my ginger. All right, it's not that serious, but this is not first playthrough. This is actually my second time playing through this game. The crime that has been committed is when I played this, I wasn't there for the story. I was just like, hear me out. Hear me out. All right, so here's the thing. When I first started streaming on Twitch, I was a soul streamer and I slowly became a variety streamer and now I fully am. However, at the time, I was just dabbling in a couple games and this was the first game that kind of broke my soul's mold, or what I soul's mold. Broke the normal. This was the first game I played outside of a Souls game when I first started streaming, and so back then I just didn't really look at stories for everything it offered, or like games I should say. The story was kind of on the back burner for me. I had a lot of aggression. I was like 19. I just wanted to like hack and slash things, especially coming from the Dark Souls background. So I remember focusing a lot on the combat and really glazing over the story and the development of it and the world building and all of the things that I love. Like, I was just talking about Ori and the Will of the Wisps, and I use the word color palette. Like, I have seriously developed more of a, I guess, attention to detail when it comes to games, and a more well-rounded grading scale, or just what I look for in games now. It has changed drastically from 4 years ago. And so I also have this nice little thing called Goldfish memory. I honestly am probably doing Goldfish a disservice by comparing our memories, but I have this crazy, call it a superpower. You could interpret it as a superpower, but I just, for whatever reason, am horrible at remembering stories from games, whether I love them or not. Like, unless it's Fable, that stuff it like goes back in my brain, and whatever game I'm playing in the moment, that's what I focus on, and that's what I really immerse myself in. So that being said, I really don't have any memory of this game, and I know that is horrible, but I look at it as a superpower because now I get to go back through and look at it under a new lens, a more refined palette. And less about like actually be able to focus on the story and the development, because this has gone down, I know, for so many people as one of their favorite games of all time. And I thought it was a nice transition from The Walking Dead. And I can tell you, I remember there being a similar bond of like between like the main characters in this, very similar to Lee and Clementine. So I look forward to seeing that and crying from that. I know it's coming. I know this is going to be another tearjerker. But with that, welcome back in. Welcome back in for not another episode. For the start of The Last of Us Part 1. I hope you guys enjoyed this playthrough. Let's go. Let me just take a deep breath for the cries that I'm about to have. I already know. A nutty dog. Just reminds me, I'm gonna create my own Very Bad Kitty Productions.
Tommy, listen to me. He is the contractor. He's the contractor, okay? I can't lose this job.
Oh.
I understand. Let's talk about this in the morning, okay? We'll talk about it in the morning. All right, good night.
Hey.
Scoot.
I'm trying to see if the volume's good.
Monday at work, huh?
What are you still doing up? It's late.
Oh, crud, what time is it?
It's way past your bedtime.
But it's still today.
Oh, it's his birthday?
Please not right now. I do not have the energy for this.
Here.
What's this?
Your birthday?
Aww.
You kept complaining about your broken watch. So, figured, you like it?
honey, this is
It's perfect.
it's nice, but I think it's stuck. It's not.
What? No. Oh, ha ha.
Where'd you get the money for this?
Drugs. I sell hardcore drugs.
Oh, good. You
The
started helping out with
accent, the
mortgage.
southern drawl.
Yeah, you wish.
Is it Sarah? It's Joel and Sarah, I think. The flannel PJs too. I don't know why Joel and Arthur Morgan always seem very similar to me in just like mannerisms and stoic? No, I don't know. I don't know if they're that stoic, but that's the word that comes to mind. Dawn of the Wolf drops. I love looking at in-game art. That's like my thing.
Hello?
Sarah, honey, I need to get your daddy on the phone.
Uncle Tommy, what time is it?
I need to talk to your dad now. There's something.
Uncle Tommy?
That's not good.
Hello?
Oh, was that a photo of her with
What was that all about?
Uncle Tommy and her dad? Defenders. That's honestly, that's really cool. I do love games that you can actually see a reflection in the mirror, although it's rare. It's getting more common, but I just remember, I can't remember the first game that I saw that on, but I just think that's so amazing.
Oh, dang it. I forgot to give this to him.
Congratulations. She didn't even fill it out. Oh, wait, hold on. You're not a fossil yet. That's the kind of card that I would give my dad. Dear Dad, let's see. You're never around. You make the music I'm into. You hate the music I'm into. I'm horrible at reading out loud. You practically despise the movies I like, and yet somehow you still manage to be the best dad every year. How do you do it? Smile. Smile. Happy birthday, Pops. Sarah. She calls him Pops, too. Pops and Dad. You hate everything. It sounds like typical teenage relationship with their parent.
Dad?
The wallpaper for me. I also... This is huge. This hallway is huge. I don't know. It's something I always look at the art in games. I always think I'm like, somebody took the time to make that. And then also architecture seems to be a common thing that I fixate on. I love how they're having her walk too. She kind of has this like tired, sleepy walk. Mitten spikes at area hospitals. FDA expands list of contaminated crops. Massive recalls anticipated. Crazed woman killed husband and 3 others. An encounter with local law enforcement yesterday evening ended in bloodshed when police responded to several 911 calls in Westlake Hills upon discovery of a grisly murder scene. 300% increase due to mysterious infection. Oh, okay, it does actually show you on me. The Food and Drug Administration's investigation of crops potentially tainted with mold continues across the country. Initial lists distributed to vendors nationwide warned against crops imported from South America. However, now the scope has extended to include Central America and Mexico. Several companies have already voluntarily recalled their food products from store shelves. The FDA is expected to release an expanded list of foods under their continued on page 3. And then we already read the other. So cool. This is...
Daddy?
I was just playing Jackbox games with my friends, and one of the quiz questions was what causes the outbreak in this game, and I couldn't remember. That's how bad my memory of this game is. I couldn't even remember.
you in here?
To be somehow connected to the
Where
nationwide
the heck
pandemic.
are
The
you?
view.
We've received reports that victims afflicted with the infection show
That's
signs of
nearby.
increased aggression, and
Move everybody out of here now. There's a gas leak. Hey,
there seems to be some
Jeez.
commotion coming from.
get the hell out of here! Run!
What was that?
Okay.
Oh God.
I feel like this is an accurate depiction of how it would kind of go down. I have cat hair all over me.
Dad?
I can't run faster.
What is going on?
All the open windows is not making me feel any better. All right, I can't do anything with. Just look for Dad.
There's his phone.
Reminds me of Clem's house with the tire swing. Or I think it wasn't a... I don't think her original one had a tire swing. I think it was just a swing. Who's calling now?
8 missed calls. Where the hell are you?
On my way, call me.
Call me on my way.
Where the hell are you? Call me on my way. Where is he? I'm going to be home later tonight. Go ahead and order food. See you in the morning, Dad.
Where is he?
What? Wouldn't that have been from earlier this same night? Not the dog.
There you are.
Sarah, are you okay?
What happened?
Has anyone come in here?
No, who would come in here?
Don't go near the doors. Just stand back there.
What did he
Dad,
see?
you're kind of freaking me out. What's going on?
It's the Coopers. Something ain't right with them. I think they're sick.
I'm kind of sick.
Oh, jeez.
Jimmy!
Dad?
Honey, come here. Come here.
Look at the graphics, y'all.
Jimmy! Jimmy, just stay back! Jimmy, I am warning you.
Just shoot him. Shoot him. Yeah, glass ain't protecting you now. Windows closed or not.
Sarah,
I saw him this morning.
listen to me. There is something bad going on. We have got to get out of here. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Tell me, come on.
Tommy. That all he grabbed was one gun, too. I guess that's probably all he had.
You have any idea what's going on out there?
I got some notion.
Holy shit.
What in there?
You got blood all over
It
you.
ain't mine. Let's just get out of here.
This ain't half the people in the city lost their minds.
Can we just please go?
Some sort of parasite or something.
Did Tommy have family? Not Tommy,
Tell me what happened.
Later.
the guy he shot.
Hey, Sarah.
I thought he said there were multiple.
How you holding up, honey?
I'm fine.
Jeez.
Can we hear us on the radio?
Yeah, sure thing.
Thanks.
How old did they... I don't think they've said how old she
No
is.
cell phone. No radio. Yeah, we're doing great. A minute ago, newsman wouldn't shut up.
They say where to go?
They said, Army's put up roadblocks on the highway. No getting into Travis County.
We need to get the hell out. Take 71.
71. That's
Go to
right.
the country. Go where there's less people. To the mountains,
They say many
baby.
dead?
Probably a lot. They found this one family all mangled inside their
Tommy.
house.
Oh, that was in the news.
Right.
Or the newspaper.
Sorry.
Me just looking around. Oh my. We didn't even grab any supplies
I got no
either. We're in Texas.
But we ain't the only town. First they were saying it's just the South. Now they're going on about the East Coast, the West Coast.
Jeez.
Holy hell. That's Lewis's farm.
Well, we might already be in the country.
You sure he did?
So to the mountains?
Were we sick?
No, of course not.
How do you know?
They said it's just people in the city. We're good.
Didn't Jimmy work in the city?
Oh.
That's right. he
Oh.
did. We're fine. Trust me.
They said it was the food, no?
All right.
Let's see what they need.
Who do you think you're doing? Keep driving.
They got a kid, Joel.
So do we.
But we have room.
Keep driving. Tommy.
No. Would you have stopped there?
You've seen what I've seen. Someone else will come along.
They're by an amusement park. Makes me think of Zombieland. This cat. Del Sol. Del Taco.
Oh, this is bad. Everyone and their mother had the same
Yeah.
damn idea.
We could just backtrack and...
Hey, what the fuck, man? Let's go!
I mean, oh!
Turn us around.
Holy crap.
Tommy! Tommy!
Holy
Oh
shit!
my gosh. We gotta go now.
Fuck just
Holy cow.
What the fuck just happened? You see that?
Yes, I saw it.
God damn.
Turn here, turn here.
Jeez.
No. Come on, people, move.
What are they
Just
running
go
from?
around? Go around on the left side? Is there enough
Try
room?
it.
Oh no.
And run people over.
Can't stop
Don't
your
listen to
time.
me.
Fucking drive through them,
Get
go!
back up there!
They're behind me too.
There!
They're gonna take over the car.
Go!
Oh, jeez. No. Somebody's dead from that.
Daddy? Hey. Hey.
He's wailing on him.
Get back, baby. Get back.
Okay.
All right, now we're Joel. Which doesn't fare well for Sarah. Jeez. Okay, Tommy's still alive.
Dad?
I'm here, baby. I'm here. Come on, give me your hand. What is it?
Oh no.
Really hurts.
How bad?
Pretty bad.
We're gonna need to run.
She's gotta carry. He's gotta carry her.
Keep us safe.
I'm surprised Tommy didn't have a gun.
Hold on tight.
Excellent.
Daddy, I'm scared.
Just keep your eyes closed, honey.
Watch out!
That would be terrifying. Them just sprinting for you. All right, I need to watch where we're going.
Keep running!
Holy beans.
Those people
Come on.
are on fire.
Don't look, Sarah. Keep looking at me, baby.
Over there!
I really do feel like this is exactly how it would go down, though.
I promise.
Just chaotic. It could only be, right? Like, it's chaos in of itself. We're not gonna be able to go. Oh, they even overtook the... All right, they overtook the police. We gotta go.
Back! There's too many
Over
of them.
here.
This way! Through the alley!
Come on, Tommy.
Go!
I can't even remember if Tommy lives. Look, guys, I normally use an Xbox controller, so whenever I switch to PlayStation, it's rough.
We're almost there. We're almost there, baby.
They're getting through the fence!
There's so
Keep going.
many.
Find your way out of here! Come on!
Pistol Cantina. Cantina.
Move it!
Oh.
Get to the highway! Go! You got Sarah! Hurry!
Daddy, we can't leave him.
He's gonna be fine.
No, I don't think he's gonna be fine.
We're almost there.
Tommy's gone. He gone. They're running after us. Can I not go any faster?
Dad?
No. We don't have the weapon either, y'all. Crap. That's not Tommy.
It's okay, baby. We're safe. We're safe. Hey, we need help.
Stop!
Please. It's my
We're
daughter.
not
I think her leg's
infected.
broken.
Stop right there!
Okay. We're not sick.
Got a couple of civilians on the outer perimeter. Please advise.
He knows they're not sick, otherwise he would have shot them.
You to safety and go back for him, okay?
Sir, there's a little girl. But... Yes, sir.
Somebody, we've just been through hell.
Stop.
We just need... Oh,
No, his daughter. His daughter.
Oh no.
Sarah. Move your hands, baby. I know, baby, I know.
Oh. I told you guys I was gonna.
I know this hurts, baby. You're gonna be okay, baby. Stay with me. I'm gonna pick you up. I know, baby. I know it hurts. Come on, baby, please. I know, baby. I know.
Oh my, can you imagine watching them die in your arms?
Baby. Don't do this to me, baby. Don't do this to me, baby. Come on. No. No. No, no, no.
Joel.
Please. Please. Please.
Oh my gosh, I hate it, but you have to respect it. Like,
The number of confirmed deaths has passed 200.
they started out strong.
State of emergency.
Hundreds and hundreds of bodies lining the streets.
Panic spread worldwide.
That was the one part I did remember, was there was a death early on, but I forgot it was his daughter.
With the bureaucrats out of power, we can finally take the necessary steps.
Los Angeles is now the latest city to be placed under martial law. All residents are required to report to their designated quarantine. Riots have continued for a third consecutive day, and winter rations are at an
Jeez.
all-time low.
Yeah, we didn't take any
Calling
supplies.
themselves the Fireflies have claimed responsibility for both attacks.
Their public charter calls for the return of all branches of government.
Demonstrations broke out following the execution of 6 more alleged Fireflies.
You can still rise with us. Remember, when you're lost in the darkness, look for the light. Believe in the Fireflies.
Look for the light. I feel like that's gonna come in handy later. Summer. They said 3 days and something into winter rations, no? 20 years later? So he's like 40, almost 50, maybe
I'm
50?
coming.
20 years later.
How was your morning?
Well, I still have whiskey.
No, I don't
Or bourbon.
want one.
Well, I have some interesting news for you.
Where were you, Tess?
West End District. Hey, we had a drop to make.
We had a drop to make.
Well, you wanted to be left alone, remember?
Might be his birthday.
So I'll take one guess. The whole deal went south and the client made off with our pills. Is that about right?
Deal went off without a hitch. Enough ration cards to last us a couple of months, easy.
You want to explain this?
I was on my way back here, and I got jumped by these 2 assholes, all right?
No.
And yeah, they got a few good hits in, but... Look, I managed.
She kicked butt.
Are these assholes still with us?
That's funny.
At least find out who they were.
Yeah, look, they were a couple of nobodies. They don't matter. What matters is that Robert fucking sent them.
Our Robert.
He knows that we're after him. He figures he's gonna get us first.
Son of a bitch, he's smart.
No. He's not smart enough. I know where he's hiding.
Like hell you do.
Old warehouse in Area 5.
Mm.
Can't say for how long, though.
Well, I'm ready now. Yeah.
I wonder if she got that from the 2 people. I'm assuming when she was kicking their butt, she got that information. So we don't know who Robert is. I don't know who Tess is to him. Possibly romantically entwined.
The checkpoint's still open.
Only got a few hours left until curfew.
Well, we better hurry up then.
So 20 years later, and this is what's happened.
Wait, are you serious?
It's hard for me to not think of like The Walking Dead, since that's what we came from playing. But it just makes me think about like how much people thought it was gonna, like how quickly they thought it was gonna bounce back, and here we are 20 years later and it's still like obviously not as bad, because I'm sure at this point they're trying to take out all that were infected. But now it's just, there's no structure. I think I missed the form of government, like what they were going by.
Attention.
Ration distribution center.
Compliance with all city personnel is mandatory.
Look at that. Ration line hasn't opened yet. Must be running low again.
Damn. It makes you want to see like what decisions they're making higher up to like one, find rations, but how are they? What the heck? Is that a contamination scan or?
That just means more people are sneaking out.
We need to figure out like how do you get infected? Is it just by being in contact with another one? Is it death?
They shouldn't give us any static up there. Just play cool.
He still has the watch, y'all.
See your IDs. There you go. What's your business here? Got the day off. Visiting a friend. All right, move on through. Thanks.
Get out of here, Joe! Close it up!
Crap.
Fireflies! Fucking shoot 'em!
Perfect timing. All right, so now extra. Oh, the quick turn. And then we're sprinting.
Attention. Checkpoint 5 is now closed until further notice.
I think I need to turn up their dialogue.
So much for the easy route. Patch yourself up, all right?
Patch yourself up. Ah, okay. So equipped it and then R2 to heal. Ah, all right. So we do have that. What is that? 6 seconds to heal?
We're gonna have to go around the outside.
Outside the wall.
All right.
Or we could just let Robert go.
Cute.
Who is Robert to them? It sounded like he used to be with them.
Shit?
I was there. Hey, how's the east tunnel looking?
It's clear. I just used it. No patrols. And where are you off to?
Gonna pay Robert a visit?
You too.
Ooh.
Who else is looking for?
Got the crouching down.
She's been asking around, trying to find him.
Marlene. What do the Fireflies need with Robert?
You think she'd tell me?
Well, what did you tell her?
The truth. I got no idea where he's hiding.
Good man.
So
Hey, you
like
stay
the
out of trouble,
pain,
right? Military's
everything.
gonna be out in
It's
force
so
soon.
Yeah, see you around.
Fedra. Jeez. Aren't they making a movie of this or a TV series?
I don't like it. We better find him before the Fireflies do.
Mm-hmm.
This is us.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Shit's stirring
Is that
up out
Tommy?
there. How we looking over here?
It's been quiet.
Guard.
No
not
signs of
Tommy.
military or infected.
That's what I like to hear.
But then what happened to Tommy?
Joel, give me a hand with this.
Nice. The old secret compartment. Hidden not door. Hidden hole in the wall.
I'll take it easy out there.
Jeez.
There be light.
Wow.
God, this
I mean,
place
they have had a
reeks.
lot of years to
Need to watch what they
work
throw away
on
down
some kind
here.
of plan.
Let's grab our gear.
My controls are all messed up.
Gear from last time.
Commonwealth Lobster Company. All right, let's take that gun. I wonder where they got the firearms to begin with. I'm assuming just trades like everything else.
You'll make your shots count.
And a light. Grab the light. $9 mil, baby. All right, so R2 to reload.
All right, Texas. Boost me up.
All right, so we're aiming with that. I don't want to fire yet. Reloading with R2. Firing better be... Oh, is it L1 or is it R1? It's got to be R1, because if you're sprinting with L1, yeah. I'm assuming R...
Want to boost me up?
Yeah, I got you. Where's the prompt? Any day now. Oh. Deceiving.
You ready?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna need that flannel.
Come on.
She just did that. That's gotta be like 200 pounds, give or take a little. He's probably like maybe 190 to 205.
Be careful.
When am I not?
That a trick question?
It was a pizza place. Is this Pegasus Pizza? For some reason, that's in the back of my head. All right, y'all know me. I'm gonna explore a little bit. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza box. Oh, a jukebox.
Ain't been out here in a while.
It's like we're on a date.
Well, I am the romantic type.
You got your ways.
That's just, I mean, the graphics are incredible.
Where's the ladder?
Well, it's got to be around here somewhere.
We're looking for a ladder. So probably in, oh, there it is.
Got it.
There it is.
Great, bring it over.
I'm surprised if they were like collecting all of this stuff, they weren't able to like go out behind the structure and get more supplies like food and water and things. Because they were trading for ration cards, so maybe at this point it's been, I mean, 20 years later, it's probably all scattered to the winds or gone bad.
Lady, you must be thinking of someone else.
Although I like to
This
think
way.
that a can of beans will last about 20 years, maybe. And if not, you've always got Twinkies, is it? Twinkies will survive a nuclear fallout. I love the vegetation. Like, look at just the detail in the vegetation. So good. So incredible. All right, that's good to know. I didn't know if we were going to get rewarded for exploring, but we do. So you scavenged parts to upgrade your weapon at the workbench. Very nice. All right. Loot goblin on duty. No worries. Click R3 to toggle your flashlight. Bill, Jessica, David, Ben. Melissa, Firefly. Are we? All right, so we must be. Flip. David, Michael, Vigil. They even have dog tags. Very official. Fallen Firefly trophy. You guys know I like a good collectible. Except for those bugs.
Down through here.
The problem is, once I find a little bit of loot and I know that looking is a good thing, I start overlooking. If that's a
You think Robert's still got our guns?
For his sake, he better.
Once we get our merchandise back, it should be easy to unload.
Well, speaking of merchandise, when's that next shipment due?
We're meeting Bill next month. More pills, lots of ammo.
What's in the printer?
Yeah, well, he always shows up with something. Should keep us busy for a while.
See? And then
Spores.
spores. Where are they getting the canisters for these?
Where the hell are all these coming from? The place was clear last time.
Coming out of something. Stay alert.
Alright, we're gonna have to crouch, but real quick. What better place to have an item than a laundry? No, on me.
There's our culprit.
Oh,
He's
jeez.
not that old. Better keep your eyes and ears open.
I didn't remember them. Oh, this one too. Releasing like the spores.
We should be able to fit through here.
Oh.
Shit.
You okay?
Yeah. Damn ceiling's falling apart. Be careful. This way.
20 years go by. Would it look like this? I mean, it's very.
Easy.
Everything's extremely run down.
Watch it, watch it.
But I guess we don't have any maintenance on it yet.
My mask broke. Don't leave me to turn. Please.
What do you want to do?
There's ammo right there for a reason too. The problem is if he turns, it's a mercy.
Poor bastard.
He was already infected, right? I'm assuming once you ingest the spores, you're already infected. And the game gave me ammo right there, so clearly they wanted us to do that. Or they were testing us. My loot goblin ways. Natalie. Legal group. Oh, this isn't the way that we're supposed to go, but this is the way we didn't come from. Yeah, so this is different. An extra room with no loot in it? That's about as good as opening a drawer when a game allows you to open a drawer but there's nothing in it. Tell me that's not the most frustrating thing. Why give me the spot?
Up ahead. You hear that? Shh, shh.
Ginger. Stay crouched and sneak up on them.
How you want to handle it?
Stealth kill. Oh, interesting. Okay, so scratches definitely don't matter. Because he could have easily scratched me there. But if we're taking them out like that, then that's fine. Infected do not react to your flashlight either. So we have two. She's on that side. I'm thinking I take the guy on the left. She takes... Is she going that way? She's right there. How do they not... They're not impacted by the light? I got one. I got one. Oh. Oh. I could have used her taking out the other guy, but that's fine. I'll just step on them both, I guess.
All right, that's all of them.
Let's hope so.
Ah.
Let's head back into the city.
Interesting. I will say these ones seem a lot more malleable. I don't know. The ones in The Walking Dead make it very apparent that it's not that easy to like crush their skull or do things like that. But I think you kind of have to have that when you have a fighting like you do in this one. Looks like I'm going to be able to hack and slash people after all. All right, there's upstairs, but I think the waypoint is over here. Makes me want to look upstairs, though. Vending machines. Is the glass broken on those? I know it's silly, but I'm like, if this had been looted, tell me people actually broke the glass. All right. I think we're gonna come over this way. So let me try to stop exploring everything and do it as it comes. I just saw like a weird light. It's gonna be an infected. There's nothing. The room that I thought was the main room is the room that has the supplies, of course. Watch me play against myself. There was a prompt right there, no? Ammo's so precious. I just don't want to miss it if I have the opportunity. I just thought there was something. Okay. Also, I don't think I need batteries for the flashlight, so I think I can just keep it on as much as possible. Let's explore in here first. Why were there just 3 random people? I'm full! What do you mean? I'm hungry. Hey, brother. Hey, brother. We were so close. I'm sitting outside the walls knowing I'll never see the inside of the zone. While waiting for the smuggler to show up, we heard a squad of soldiers approaching. In our panic, we ducked into this building in hopes of hiding from them. None of us noticed the spores until it was too late. We're all infected. We have a few hours, maybe a day at most. I hope the smuggler is still coming so that we can at least pass this note to you. I should have listened to you and come to the zone with you when I had the chance. Now it's too late. Take care, Mark. Hey, brother.
We got infected trying to sneak into the zone.
Yeah.
As much as everyone complains about it, yet all these poor bastards wishing they were living on the inside.
Seeing a candy bar, knowing damn well I can't eat it, and I want it. Okay, it's fine. All right, you ready? I like that they have like notes and things to read in the game so far too. Like it does reward you for paying attention and looking for things. There's nothing worse than a game that allows you to explore, yet yields no, like, reward for it.
Some fresh air. That's the one thing I love about the outside.
I will say,
The smell of the city.
even in the
Some of them
destruction,
air fresheners.
Hey, if they weren't expired, that'd be a good idea.
even in the destruction of it, I think there's something really pretty about seeing nature like crawl its way back into the city. Grow its way back, I should say. Any animal crackers?
Through here. Cover the entrance.
This is so elaborate. We can't be the only ones making this trip. I think they already kind of made that clear.
Damn it. Plank fell down.
She needs a plank. Or I can jump across.
Be a dear, would you?
I'll get it.
Oh. I'm assuming this way. Oh! Oh. Definitely. Didn't we cross through? What's up there? I feel like we would have saw this already.
It's a bit heavy.
I think I can handle it.
This is the way that I have to get back up. It's a hard hat area. Oh, sorry. I'm just gonna have him crouch through the entire game. Ooh. All right, there is a balance thing associated with it, so you can fall off. No, it's full. This has got to be for later. Like, I wonder if I faintly feel like, do we come back through here later or something? I guess I'm just not hungry.
Let's make sure there ain't any soldiers around.
It's clear. Come on.
A second later. We're good. Worst clearing I've ever seen. I think it'll be pretty apparent when there's ammo or stuff like that because the item is shielded in kind of like a glint.
Pick up that ammo. I'm sure we'll need it.
Oh, or we just have call outs? All right, where is it? Behind the counter? Mm.
Hey, little man. Make sure the coast is clear. No soldiers, none of Robert's men, yeah?
Seems sketchy.
You know he's expecting us.
Well, that'll make it more interesting. Good to go. Come on.
I don't like this one bit.
Hey, Tess. Pretty lady, how you doing today? I heard you
Not
got
right
some
now,
work.
Terrence.
No, it's good. Look, I
Not
got the car.
now. You hear me?
Oh.
Okay. Can do that. I'll help you back.
15 tickets each. It's not a bad deal. The crowbar look.
You touch it, you buy it.
Tess, it's been a while. You don't visit us anymore.
Huh. Tess used to probably be here more often. Well, clearly, but fighting pits. Maybe this is where I found Tess?
Where do you think you're going?
Malik, sit back down.
Oh, sorry, Tess. Didn't realize you two were together. Go ahead.
Tess got that power.
Who's that?
An old headache. Don't ask.
This way, I guess. Wait, there's a poster though. I want to read that real quick. Oh, yes. Notice the civilian service system, the general of the Boston quarantine zone. 2. F this. Greetings. As an able-bodied civilian, you are hereby issued work orders to participate in various duties relating to the care of the quarantine zone. Please report promptly to main office, Charles Bridge, on December 15th and 6:30 a.m. for forwarding to an armed forces management station. Willful failure to appear at the place and hour of the day named in this order subjects the violator to ration restriction and possible loss of zone residency. Bring your order with you when you report. Important notice. If you have participated in work duties in the past 6 months, bring evidence with you and service will be postponed. If you have any physical or mental condition which, in your opinion, may disqualify you for your service, bring a physician's certificate describing that condition. We have full, drafting going on. Oh, she found a giraffe. Oh, okay. Her giraffe. The look.
The guy's been hoarding all sorts of shit.
Marlene. Firefly? I think. Wanted, mid-40s. Criminal record. Caution. Wanted on multiple charges, including terrorism, murder, conspiracy to murder, forgery, bribery, robbery, all the E's. And others stemming from organizing and leading the terrorist group known as the Fireflies. She's the leader. All right. Oh, and we're keeping the wanted poster as well. Exploration. That's crazy. I think the part that I find to be harder to read is every 6 months. Like, I could understand, like, not bringing people back for a year or two, but demanding them to come back 6 months after they just did it.
We should get a move on.
I don't even remember how long it said for. All right, I'm coming.
I'm looking for Robert. You come through here?
Half hour ago. He went back to the wharf. He's there now.
Hmm. I mean, at least if you need information, it seems easy to get it. It's a nice tent. All right, he's at the wharf.
Here we go.
Let us through.
You guys need to turn around and head back if you know what's good for you.
Our beef isn't with you. We just want Robert. You don't want to do this.
Turn the fuck around and leave now.
I'm not going anywhere without Robert.
Bitch, I will bash your skull unless you turn around and get
He
your dumb
just
ass
said,
out of here.
bitch.
Fuck this.
Take cover!
I said, boo.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right. I knew she was a badass, but I did not think, like... All right. What do we got? Nice. Oh, crap. Pop it back up. Give me a second to adjust. Give me a second to get my aim back.
Nicely done, Texas.
All right, loot the bodies, take the ammo.
How the hell did he get all these guys?
This guy, I know this guy didn't have a gun on him, but I know the back two people had a gun on them. So if you don't get ammo from it, give me your ammo. I did get a clean shot on this dude, though. It's gonna come in handy. This guy, not so much. But give me your ammo. Believe in the Fireflies.
Shit, not going through here.
Easy enough.
All right, come on.
Also, this is a total setup because he knows we're coming. His goons were there. Although maybe his goons are just always on the lookout. That's how many people want Robert.
There you go.
Holy giant rats. Those are some New York rats right there.
Over here, Joel.
Where? Hi, are you awake?
Shit, I see him.
How do you know they're coming? 2 of our guys died trying to take Tess out. I guarantee that she and Joel are on their way here right now to get Robert.
Jesus.
They already
We
saw?
shouldn't have taken this job. Not our call. Let's spread out and make sure no one's creeping around in here.
Oh, she's okay. Yep. Oh.
Move up. Move up.
I'm moving. Oh, sprinting is loud. This is the world's longest chase. Give me a second. Got him. Oh, you can move them. All right, so we can do like a drop the gun. I have your friend. Sorry, Ginger's never sitting on the desk, and lately she's just been on this streak of like falling asleep right there. And it's kind of my dream to have her just hang out with me while I play game. This looks like shipments of something. Something dioxide. I'm surprised there's so few people. There's got to be more.
I meant to tell you, I was down on
Jordan Street.
Yeah.
These soldiers showed up with a group of about 5 civs. All
You take one out, I'll take the other.
Oh, so we got injured. So healing.
Lined them up against the wall and
R2?
bang, bang, bang. They just executed all of them.
It's Y.
Yeah, I hear it's like that all over the
Isn't it Y? Up on the D-pad? I don't have anything. Does it heal you automatically when you take a candy bar?
Idiot thinks he's gonna save the world. Hope he's alright.
Alright, I don't think he's coming over here, so let's go ahead and go through this side. Is he talking to himself? No, there are two. Well. Oh, she's okay. Well, okay. Well. He didn't even hear his buddy. You can loot that body. We can loot that body.
Let's search the area.
Give me the loot. No, we can only loot it because he had a key. I knew there was a candy bar over here, right? No. Coffee cup. What are you staring at? She's staring at Michael Myers right now. That's what we like to see. The ammo. And now we're back to being full. Right. It's time to get Robert. His 4 henchmen.
Hey, we consolidated the crates in the south warehouse. Supplies are locked up.
Oh!
Good. Let's do another
Yes.
once over and then head out. It's getting close to Christmas.
So cool!
About Robert. Who's he holing up with tonight? Guy's too paranoid to stay here by himself.
Have somebody go over there. No, we want to go.
We'll check
We
in
want
with the
to.
others to come up with something.
Okay, let's get one in here.
Did you hear something?
Tutorial unlocked. Yeah, if we can get them in this room, or I probably should have thrown it into the other, but we can take this guy out first. We're both in here, so whether it's her or I. Oh. I want to test something. Yeah, I didn't know if you could grab them from...
Find anything yet?
Crap, I need to move back. Oh! Up.
Hey! Oh my God. There's a body over here! Over here!
So here's the thing, I'm really not... I blasted his hat off. What?
There you go.
Reload. I guess there were just 2. Right on. One thing I do like, and this is such a small, I don't know if anybody else like cares about this, but I like that if you are crouched and you grab somebody, they put you back in crouch status. Like when you're done killing them. Softly. I'm just looking for ammo. It's like the little things like that, you know? The little things. Alright. I see more. Let's go ahead and grab a bottle to throw wherever we go next. There's definitely going to be more men. Over there, maybe? I'm sensing no loot. My loot senses are tingling. What is that? All right, there's got to be more. Oh.
Hey, I heard something.
All right, watch yourself.
There's 2. Is the other one over here?
I don't see anything. Good, let's keep moving.
I missed my opportunity. I should have killed that guy when he went over to the... Oh, maybe she's gonna get him. Go that way.
See that? Over there.
Over here! Alright, well, saw that guy. Oh! She just made me look awful. That was not my shot. Oh, crap. Now that was my shot. Alright. I do need to heal, but we don't have a health pack.
They just slow us down.
Yeah.
I almost don't even feel like doing the whole stealthy thing. Anytime I try to be stealthy, it just doesn't happen. I'm incapable of it. I sense that this guy has loot up here. Give me the loot. Nope. Nope. I'm all wrong with this one. All right, accounting. What is that? Yes! We got a shiv! Press to grab an enemy unaware and then the silent kill. I think they'll be faster too. So this is good. This is very good. To craft. Oh, okay, so it's a one and done. So you have to craft them otherwise. Okay. So it is one-time use for that. I do like how they added the crafting in this game. And I feel like some of y'all might have this question in the comments, but I haven't. So while I did this one out 4 years ago, I have not played through the second one. So whenever, if it's on stream or on YouTube, whenever I do it, it will be a first playthrough on that one. All right, nothing. Just a lot of paint. So happy right now with Ginger. Ah, we went the wrong way to begin with. What? Hold on. Where do you want me to go? Oh. It wants me to. More guys. Oh.
Boy.
You know when you complain about how there's not enough mobs along the way? Well.
Son of a bitch.
Let's go wrap this up.
Whoa. Okay. I know there's a guy over here.
There's a lot of them.
Combat or stealth. Consider your supplies when choosing how to engage targets. Every part of me says, every bit of me wants to just go in guns blazing. I have to like train myself not to to try to look over as if I'm in the game. This guy.
I'd still take my chances in here.
So real quick, let's take the body over here. Oh! Ooh! Feeling like Ghostface in this one. Let's get one of them over here. There might have not been one close enough. Oh no, there was. He's coming. I know he's coming. Oh yeah. This is my time. I'm finally gonna be stealthy. I'm finally being stealthy. I should have taken his body into the crate though. Ooh. No. It's not as exciting after I picked it up. Alright, there's some in here. I know there were two that went this way. There's one. But is that Robert? I don't know which one was actually Robert. These might just... Oh, crap.
Hey, get him!
Well, no longer being sneaky, y'all. Pop your head up. Oh, sh...
I got him.
The shooting is actually hard in this. Oh, okay. We're smacking him. I'm not used to it being like this hard to get a headshot. It's like you actually have to have some skill. What is this? What kind of game is this? And then when you actually hit them, you hit them in the head. The hat. That was a neck shot. That guy is still alive. There we go. Kill shot. How did he get back there in the first place? There's one more. Nope. Okay. I am like the queen of hitting hats off. What other game did I do that in? There was another one where I want to say, was it Lara Croft? I feel like every time I play, every time I was playing Lara Croft, I think you can shoot the hats off in that one. All right, we're full on bricks, but did any of them have ammo? Because I just felt like we missed some stuff. I also want to charge somebody and just smack them in the head with this. You know what we could have done too? We could have used our Joel senses, our spidey senses. Doc's note? Wait, hold on. Oh, shoot. There we go. Doc's note. What the hell are we doing with this guy? I don't like how he just orders us around. I don't like his stupid ponytail. Well, now we know how to find Robert. And I sure as shit don't like that he hasn't paid us yet. Not to mention that the people after him are some of the most dangerous in the city. That's me. What do you think is going to happen when they get the wind of our involvement? I don't think they're actually talking about us. It's probably somebody else more sinister. I'm also wielding my med kit. There we go. What do you mean we can't use the hammer to smack somebody? Oh.
Look, don't do anything stupid now, okay?
Keep it up.
I don't know if we had an option. I think you had to strike him. Strike me down. Do it. All right, Robert. Oh.
Get back! Get the fuck back!
We just want to talk, Robert.
Shoot him in the leg.
We got fucking nothing to talk about!
Put your gun down.
Seems sweaty and drugged up.
Go fuck yourself!
He's running.
All right, chase
Robert!
sequence, go.
Joel, this way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I really showed that door. I don't know how that happened, but was it this one?
We almost got him.
On me. There we go. So bad at getting chase sequences are not my forte. I wreck it. Like I feel like
Hello, Robert.
he looks like this actor in a movie somewhere.
Joel. No hard feelings, right?
None at all.
Oh.
Oh. God damn it!
We missed you.
Look, whatever it is you heard, it ain't true, okay? I just want to
The
say...
guns. You want to tell us where the guns are?
Yeah, sure, but it's complicated. All right? Look, all right, just hear me out on this. I got
Oh, that explains why they only had a few.
Stop! Ugh.
Quit your squirming. You were saying?
I sold him.
Excuse me.
I didn't have much of a choice. I owed someone.
You owed us.
Ooh.
I'd say you bet on the wrong horse.
I just need more time. Just, give me a week.
You know, I might have done that if you hadn't tried to fucking kill me.
Come on, it won't
Who
like
has
that.
our guns?
I can't. Just give me a couple days.
Yep.
Who has our guns?
It's the Fireflies. I owed the Fireflies.
What?
Look, they're basically all dead. We can just go in there, finish them off.
I doubt that.
Get the guns. What do you say? Come on. Yeah, fuck those Fireflies. Just go get them.
That is a stupid idea.
Yep. That's Tess. I just like, you already knew it was gonna happen.
We
I
gotta get our
said,
merchandise back.
How?
I don't know. We explain it to them. Look, let's just go find a Firefly.
We won't have to look very far.
The leader.
No.
Something M.
Queen Firefly.
Why are you here?
Business. You aren't looking so hot.
Where's
What?
Robert? I needed him alive.
The guns he gave you, they weren't his to sell. I want them back.
Doesn't work like that, Tess.
The hell it doesn't.
I paid for those guns. You want them back? You're gonna have to earn them.
How many cards are we talking about?
I don't give a damn about ration cards.
Something bigger.
I need something smuggled out of the city. You do that, I'll give you your guns back.
The girl?
And then some.
How do we know you got them? Well, I hear the military's been wiping you guys out.
You're right about that. I'll show
Marlene.
you the weapons. I gotta move. What's it gonna be?
I want
Yeah.
to see those guns.
Follow me.
Well, that's easy. Like getting
We gotta
something
get out of
smuggled
here.
out of the city,
Now.
that's our forte.
You want this deal?
Get
You
out.
gotta move.
Running as fast as I can.
I know a way around this. Come on.
What was Robert doing at the wharf? Like, I thought there was, the merchandise was the weapons, obviously. But one, how did he get those people to work for him without paying them? Oh, okay, yes, sorry. After you, ma'am. I think she'd shoot me on sight if she heard me call her ma'am. Team, please. That was such a perfect time to run into her. Wow.
Holy shit. Is that your people?
What's left of them? Why do you think I'm turning
Wait
to
a
you
minute.
guys? This way.
That clock tower.
So why now?
We've been quiet.
Huh.
Been planning on leaving the city, but they need a scapegoat. They've been trying to rile us up.
Looks like an old train
Looks like they
station.
did.
We're trying to defend ourselves.
I need to let her go first and stop trying to run into her. A bunch of different things. Saw a box cutter in there.
Joel, give me a hand with this.
So we obviously know her. Tess definitely knows her. And she knows me, so... But we don't work for the Fireflies.
Hey, how you holding up?
We're independent
I'll live.
contractors. This first part is gonna leave me with more questions than answers. Military?
Hold on. Soldiers. That's the way out. The door under the bridge.
I ain't a big fan of these odds.
We can sneak by them, even though I know that's not your style.
We'll see. how it
Marley
goes.
knows me.
Let's get moving.
She knows.
We need to get to that door.
Well, my thought is, what is the scene? And so I just started blasting. I could shoot him from over there, but I guess we'll take the slow approach.
You picked the wrong day to screw with us.
Go fuck yourselves.
Oh, I want to see this. Oh, maybe I don't. Wasn't even looking in the right direction.
I'll get this one. Go around and get the other.
Waits for no one, Private.
Okay.
Whatever.
The blockades that they create. Easy day.
Good. Stay quiet.
All right.
Watch yourselves.
Either that better not be a brick. I'm gonna be pissed. All right. How many times have I thought I was about to find some ammo and it was a brick? He had a brick.
Today.
I'm not really worried if I run into one because I'll just choose my preferred method. They should be more armed. All right, let's bring him back over here. Okay. I don't have that much sway to move them because I also know that you have a very like small window of time before they go back and you don't successfully have that. We also have full ammo, so I mean, but like, oh, this one.
Get him!
Oh shoot! There were more? There were more. Oh! Is this gonna be my first death because I can't hit a bullet? Oh! Alright, I know I have a med kit, so how do I use it? Alright, so you pull it out and then you are okay. Jeez. I didn't assess that situation right. I really thought that there was... There we go. I swore there was just the two. Stop crouching. Ma'am, please. Bottle. Alright. Should we try to go across the bridge? I can't not go across here and see if we can loot any of these dead bodies. No, it's not. Does anybody else, when their cat sleeps, you hear them like breathing? I can hear her through my earbuds. Like she's like purr sleeping. She must have taken out the guy under here or he came up.
Go on, inside.
Where are we going, Marlene?
This way.
How did she get in here is the better question.
You okay? I'm running on fumes, but I'll make it.
Maybe we should give her a med kit.
The place is right up ahead.
I'm gonna do this real quick. I'm just gonna turn up their audio. The dialogue, let's turn that up to like 85.
Attention. Curfew is now in full effect. Anyone caught outside without proper authorization will be arrested and prosecuted.
Assuming it's all in the name of like stopping the spread.
I'll show you.
But at least, or that's just what they're telling themselves.
Anyone caught outside without proper authorization will be arrested and prosecuted.
The curfew is about to start. The curfew has started. We give you 5 seconds to get inside of the area.
Whoa. Come on now. Get on up.
Fuck away from me!
Let her go.
You're recruiting kind of young, aren't you?
She's not one of mine.
Oh, shit. What happened?
Don't worry, this is fixable.
This is fixable.
I got his help. But I can't come with you.
Oh no.
Well, then I'm staying.
Ellie, we won't get another shot at this.
Hey, we're smuggling her?
There's a crew of Fireflies that'll meet you at the Capitol building.
That's not exactly close.
You're capable. You hand her off, come back, the weapons are yours. Double what Robert sold me.
Speaking of which, where are they?
Back in our camp.
We're not smuggling shit until I see them.
You'll follow me. You can verify the weapons. I can get patched up. But she's not crossing to that part of town. I want Joel to watch over her.
Whoa, I don't
Well,
think
shit,
that's
I'm
the
not
best
going
Ellie.
with him. do you know them?
I was close with his brother, Tommy.
Oh.
Said if I was ever in a jam, I could rely on him.
Was that before or after he left your little militia group?
He left you too. He was a good man.
Yeah, Tommy seems like he would have joined the
Take her to the North
Fireflies.
Tunnel and wait for me there.
Jesus Christ.
Just cargo, Joel.
No more talking. You'll be fine.
She better be fine. I like Marlene a lot.
And you, stay close. Let's go.
Huh? It's like neither of us want to be with each other. This is gonna resurface so many feelings of his daughter. She looks like very similar age. She's got to be, right? Oh man. All right. That's where we're going to end it for now, just because I think that's a good break. And then the next one will be like longer. This is going to be kind of weird because I've been doing episodic games. So there's been like a clear stopping point. Whereas I'm just going to record a bunch and then try to stop it wherever I think is like a good spot based on the time that's passed. So bear with me. So this first part is going to be a little bit short, but I promise the next one will have a little bit more length to it. But guys, thank you so much for taking time out of y'all's lives to be here and tune in and watch this. And I am definitely remembering how little I remember. It's crazy how much 4 years can do that to you, but I guess there's like some things trickling back in, like characters and stuff, but a lot of the specific details and the missions themselves I have no memory of. So this is gonna make for a very interesting replay through. But guys, thank you again, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.